Hello everybody, I want to show you with this video 10 tips and tricks to save energy at the Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. And the first advice I'd want to give to you is if you don't need the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, then you should remove them by just scrolling down here and remove the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth. I think you know this already, but did you know that in the background the phone is still looking for Bluetooth devices? Let me show you a bit more about it. So just tap here on the symbol for the settings, then tap on the point connections. Now we will need to point more connection settings, and here we have the first point, nearby device scanning. So the phone is scanning always for Bluetooth devices, even if you have turned off your Bluetooth. The reason why is if you're having these earbuds of Samsung or the Galaxy Watch, if you have bought it brand new, the phone will auto-detect them. But you can use them just basically if you just enabling your Bluetooth. So pretty simple. So remove that point and you will save energy. The next thing I want to show you is about the vibration, because the vibration is taking also a lot of energy. And if someone is calling you and you've put your phone on loud, you will hear that call. You don't need the full vibration and so on. And if you still want the vibration, you can reduce the intensity of the vibration. That will save a lot of energy. Let me show you what I mean. So just scroll down here, tap here off the symbol on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to scroll down to the point sounds and vibration, and here you will find a bit lower the point vibration intensity. And here you can reduce now the intensity of the vibration, also for the notifications and so on. Normally it's not really necessary to have vibration on the notifications. And that will save a lot of energy. You should check this feature out. Another point, the way you can save a lot of energy is the screen, because the screen is taking the most energy here at the phone. And one point is the refreshing rate, because the refreshing rate is here at 120 Hertz. Very nice, very liquid and so on, especially if you're playing games. But usually we don't need that. Let me show you a bit more about, so just scroll down here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Then you need the point display, and you will find the point motion smoothness. Actually, it's unadaptive, so the phone will recognize what you need and so on, but most of the time it will run with 120 Hertz. That's too many and you don't need that. Reduce it to standard. And let me tell you, all the phones you have used before were with 60 Hertz and it was enough, So you don't need the full 120 Hertz, only if you're playing games, and if the games requires a higher refreshing rate. But usually you don't need that. So save energy with this point, and I'm telling you, it's a lot. Another point here at the display settings is the screen time out. Because if you're not on the phone screen will turn off to standby. I think you know what I mean. And you can change that at a screen timeout. Actually, we're having, basic by default, 30 seconds. I've increased it for that video here with 2 minutes so that you can follow the video better and so on, that the screen doesn't turn off all the time. And I would recommend to you to have here at maximum 1 minute, because as longer the phone stays automatically on and doesn't go to standby, as more energy the phone takes, because the screen is taking the most energy here at this phone, as I have told you. So at maximum I recommend to you to take 1 minute, or you leave it just on the default with 30 seconds. That would be the best. Another point here on the screen is the brightness level. Let me show you a bit more about the brightness. So if you just scroll down here, scroll down a second time, you can change here below the brightness level of the screen. As more bright the screen is, as more energy it takes, of course. So you can reduce here the brightness level. Sometimes choose the level you need and you want and you feel comfortable with. And that you don't have to scroll down twice. You can put this brightness stuff here, this brightness bar here, always on top by just tapping here on the 3 points and go then on quick panel layout and go on the first point, brightness control, and show always. Go done. And that means if you just scroll one time down, you have it already, the brightness control, and you can now change easily here the brightness. And there's something else I want to show you, because you can enabling also an extra dim. So this is pretty nice if you use the phone often in the evening hours or in the night. No? So just tap here on the symbol for the settings and then go to the point accessibility. Here it is. And then go on visibility enhancements. If you scroll down a bit, you will find the point extra dim. Just tap on it. And now if I turn it on, the display brightness is reduced for another 10%. No? And this works even if the phone is on the lowest brightness of the screen. And especially in the night, if everything is dark around you, you feel much comfortable with that. And you save energy. And if you say, okay, it's too complicated for me to go always so deep in the settings to enabling this feature, you can enable a shortcut for that. With this point here, extra dim shortcut, and just turn on the first point here, tap the accessibility button, just tap here on OK, and then you have this little guy here. Whenever you tap that, you can turn it off or can turn on this extra dim. So a pretty nice feature. And there's something else with the screen. So we have a very nice display panel here with an AMOLED screen, and it gives us brilliant colors and so on. But it has also another advantage, because if you have some dark areas here in the background, then the screen will reducing the light automatically at the pixels, or remove the light of the pixels, and that will save energy as well. This feature is made for the eyes usually. So that means maybe if you're on bed already and everything is dark around you and you're looking on a bright screen, it's not that comfortable for the eyes. And a dark theme will help you with that. Let me show you a bit more about, so just scroll down here, scroll down a second time. By the way, we have much more icons here, and then you have also a second page here. Then you will have here the point dark mode. If you tap on the moon symbol, you will see that many things turn now into dark. Let me show you that in the settings, because then you can see it much better. You see now the settings are in the background black, and that saves a lot of energy, because the black areas here turn off the pixels. So pretty nice. But this feature have a big disadvantage, because if there's a lot of sunlight, you can't really read well the display, and that's not good for the eyes. So this is why I recommend you to enabling this feature just in the evening hours, that you don't have to do this by your own always. You can set it up automatically. So just scroll down here, scroll down the second time, go on the second page as we have learned, and go now on the written word dark mode. Tap on the written word dark mode, and then just go on details here. And here you can turn it on as scheduled. Just tap here and choose the first point here, like in my case, sunset to sunrise. So that means if the sun sets, the dark mode will turn on, and if the sun rises, the dark mode will turn off automatically. And next to the screen, you can save also energy with the antennas. So we had the topic already with the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth and so on, but there's maybe an antenna you don't need, the 5G antenna, because most of the providers doesn't support 5G, but the 5G antenna is still working. So, and if you remove this 5G antenna, then you save energy. So let me show you what I mean. So just scroll down here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Then you need the first point here of the settings, the connections, and you will find the point mobile networks. Again, you can set up the network mode, and actually we have 5G, so this is default mode. And I would recommend to you to take down the LTE 3G 2G mode. So LTE means 4G, by the way, and it saves a lot of energy. My provider supports 5G, so that's the reason why I keep going on with that. But if your provider doesn't support 5G, you should choose the second point here with LTE 3G and 2G. 4G is also very fast, by the way. And there's also a nice software tool here in the phone, which one removes background activities you don't need anymore. Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll in here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Now you need to scroll down to the point battery and device care, and here the phone will check itself, and if you have written here great, then everything is fine. But in my case, you can optimize the phone now, and the phone will close some stuff you don't need in the background, and that will save energy as well. And this phone have also a power saving mode. So it will work with some stuff I have shown you already here in that video, but you can go a bit further, because this power saving mode have also an ultra power saving mode. Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll in here, scroll down the second time. As we have learned, we have much more icons than here, no? And one of it is here the point power saving. If you're enabling this feature, then the phone will turn on the power saving mode. That will reduce the brightness here of the screen with 10%. It will reduce the CPU speed. It will remove the 5G and so on, and remove some background activities. So pretty nice. But you can squeeze out the maximum here at the power saving mode. So just tap here on the written word power saving and go in details, and you can see at first what happens if you're enabling the power saving mode. And here you can enabling the limit apps in home screen. This is the ultra power saving mode. No? Let me turn off first this power saving here. And if you enabling here the limit apps in home screen, the phone will reduce the activities to an absolutely minimum. That is great if you say, okay, I don't need the phone really at the moment, but people should reach me, I still want to receive my messages and so on. Then you can enable this last point here, and it will increase the battery runtime 3 times. 3 times. It is amazing. So just turn it on then, the power saving mode here, and let me show you what happens. Now we have this, this limited app screen here. As we have learned, we have the dark mode here right now, which one turns off pixel. That saves a lot of energy. Background activities are removed here. We have a faster screen time out, and we have limited apps here, but you can use them completely. You have the complete phone and so on with your contacts and so on. You can add also apps here like WhatsApp or the camera or even games. You can have everything you want here, but just limited to 8 apps in total. And this mode, as I have said, will extend the battery runtime 3 times. And hey, this can save your life 1 day. And if you have the chance to fully charge the phone again, or if you say, okay, I need now some other tools and so on, so just tap here on the 3 points and you can turn off this power saving mode and you're back in the regular mode. By the way, nothing is deleted in the background or something else. It is completely the same. It's just an own interface, the power saving mode. So you should know about. Okay, we are already at the last point, and the last point is not really to save energy, but it will protect the battery of the phone. And that means you can keep going on longer with the same phone because the battery have a longer lifespan. The reason why is the phone will protect the charging. If you charge your phone, the best for the battery is always to stay in between 20% and 85%. But if you charge your phone, you cannot really control when the phone is completely full. You have to check it always. And the phone will stop the charging automatically with 85%. Let me show you a bit more about. So just scroll down here, tap here on the symbol for the settings. Then you need to scroll down to the point battery and device care. Here it is. Tap down on the point battery. And now look for the point more battery settings. And here I recommend to you to enable the last point, protect battery, because then the phone will stop the charging automatically if it's at 85%. And that will save a lot your battery and you can work longer with your phone at all. Yeah, I hope I could give you some nice tips here for your phone and that you can save energy, that we can save energy together. And yeah, maybe if you want, you can leave me a nice comment or give me a thumbs up. That would be also very helpful for my videos. Thank you so much for. And I've created also some other videos if you're interested in, with some more tips and tricks and so on. Or you can also subscribe me if you haven't done it before. Thank you so much for all your support, and let's save energy. Ciao.